Welcome to What the We Do for Television, what methamphetamine does for your teeth. Let's get a preview of tonight's show from the love of my life, Isis Love. Honey, what do we have in store for tonight's show?
Hi, darling. Today we have story number 1. Psychologists think it might be a good thing to cuss in the workplace. Well, frickin' duh. Story number 2. A study shows the more Facebook friends you have, the bigger jackhole you are. That says a lot about my baby and me. Story number 3. Serbian gangsters kill a rival, skin him, eat him, and dispose of his body with a meat grinder. Now there's a tender topic you can really sink your teeth into. Story number 4. An Italian mayor bans dying. Clearly he's never seen this show. Back to you, lover.
Thanks, babe. We'll see you at the end of the show. Wow. Did she say baby? I'm in so much trouble. Let's meet tonight's panel. Starting with the far chair, it's Marcom Specialist, a member of the comedy troupe The Suburban Squirrels. It's Teresa Condon. She's so hot, the spiciness of food is no longer measured in Scoville units, but in Condon units. In the middle chair, she's cuter than a gaggle of baby ducklings being devoured by a bear cub. It's library worker Jenna Christ. In between them, it's former Starbucks and Pete's barista and current transgender midget cage fighting champion of the world, James Ilg. If penetrating insight was sod, he'd get laid by gardeners in the backyard. Finally, sitting next to me, it's attorney at law Mel Patterson. If persuasive arguments were confessions, criminals would do him in the holding cell. Issue number 1. Will the workplace better fare if you can cuss and swear? While the use of curse words is often frowned upon in the workplace, studies suggest that there might be some benefits to workplace language that is blue. Researchers at the University of East Anglia in the UK found that swearing actually helped coworkers build relationships with one another and it enabled them to express their feelings. A Harvard Business Review article also noted that, quote, swearing gives others, men and women, reciprocal permission to let their hair down and feel comfortable sharing revelations, unquote, and allow women in particular to present an equal to man or even crypto-masculine identity, which I think, is that cross-dressing? Anyway, for a contrary point of view, we turn to the Leapfrog Tag reading pen. LFT, your thoughts? Wow, I'm going to want one of those for Christmas. I think I'm putting that on my want list. All right, Teresa, since you're the person who I think would use profanity the least in amongst us, what do you think of this?
I think it's a great idea. You're right. I don't typically use profanity a lot in my everyday speech, but we do have a morale boosting program going on at work, kind of like a program.
You say morale?
Morale boosting kind of thing. Like it's like a
morale.
Morale.
There's an E at the end of it.
Yes.
You don't drink it.
Okay, morale.
Morale. There you go.
But I think this would be a good. One of the ladies is trying to get people to brainstorm different ways.
Is it because you drink a lot of beer, so it's like more
I don't
ale?
like beer, actually. I like straight alcohol.
There you go.
Sorry.
So you have a...
I'm thinking this would be a
tired of
good
people
kind of
saying
team
more
bonding
ale.
thing. Before a new project, the team just get together and start cussing at something. And yeah, it would help them bond and get the project done better.
So will you be using more blue words at the workplace now?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Jenna, what do you think?
I think it depends on the context. I mean, yes, we're talking about workplace, but, you know, like if your boss was suddenly, you know, yelling at you with swear words, I'd be like, no way, I do not like this. But if you were just, you know, chatting with some coworkers and they casually used an obscenity here or there, it would just indicate that you were, you know, engaged in casual conversation and they felt comfortable enough around you that you wouldn't be upset or get them in trouble. I mean, it depends on the context.
No
Yeah.
All right, there you go. All right. Now, you work at a library, right?
Correct.
So if they whisper profanity at you, would that still bother you?
That'd be kind of kinky or creepy, depending on the situation, wouldn't it?
I don't know. My mind doesn't work that way, but I'm glad yours does. I'm glad yours does. James, what do you think?
I'm still trying to get over crypto masculine. What the hell is that?
It means sort of coded as male.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, like secret code?
You know your last girlfriend?
Oh, really? Oh, now
I know her.
get it.
I didn't want to tell you this until later, but not really a girl.
Oh, that explains a lot. Yeah.
So maybe that's what it means.
I think it's more taking on the male role in certain situations, but I could be wrong.
You should have.
But secretly though, because it's crypto.
You should have figured that out when you put the strap-on there, right there. Mel, you're an attorney. You go to court quite a bit. Do you think this would help you in court?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, frankly, as an attorney, I can tell you that this is old news for us. I mean, we've been using profanity in the workplace for decades now. It always sort of smooths the road, at least in the office. Now, when you do it in court, it really depends on the judge that you have.
Okay. Do you know any judges that use profanity a lot in court?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
A couple of them. They're they make the headlines every now and then.
Do they really? What?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess you're not going to name names.
No,
right?
I'm not naming names. No. Every
come
now
on.
and then they,
What's a little disbarment?
between friends.
What's
right?
the department?
That's right.
Is it when they're like, calling someone a lawyer on bad behavior, and they're like, "What the are you doing?" Or what kind of context?
Oh, snap.
A lot of times it just comes out. They'll look at the counsel and they'll say, "What is this?" I mean, and I have to admit that's reading some lawyers' briefs, that's a pretty good descriptive word of some of the.
They're cutting to the chase.
That's
They're
right.
using this stronger language
Absolutely.
to say, "Look, I want your attention, and there's a
That's
problem."
right.
Yeah, but would this, if this is true, would this explain why like blue collar workplaces have higher workplace morale than say a white collar environment?
No, there's because there's not more ale there.
There's not morale. Are you sure?
Yeah, maybe they're more relaxed or something.
Have you been to a construction site, Jenna? Recently?
What do you think my second job is?
Okay.
I'm like putting up I-beams, and yeah, that's my thing.
And that's why ships are very happy places, right? Because everyone swears like a sailor there, right?
Yeah, because they're ships.
And naval personnel they've known about this all the time. Where do you think the "swear like a sailor" phrase came from?
Exactly.
And there's a study that if you hurt yourself and you swear instead of saying fudgesicles, if you actually say then it actually does help relieve some of the pain. So it's fudgesicles.
Oh, don't worry. I'll bleep this all out in post. That's all right. Okay, so let's go to issue number 2. Issue number 2, if your Facebook friends are many, are your personal flaws many as well? Oh, I'm sorry. I start giving up with the rhyming thing. A study from Western Illinois University found a direct link between Facebook use and entitled narcissistic behavior among American college students. The study found that people who score highly on the Narcissistic Personality Inventory Questionnaire had more friends on Facebook, tagged themselves more often, which is what I do every Saturday night, and updated their news feeds more regularly.
And Tuesday.
Researchers also found that narcissists responded more aggressively to derogatory comments made about them on the social networking sites' public walls and changed their profile pictures more often. But you know who's not a narcissist? This guy. Yeah, I guess he'll never get over or around himself, as they say. But, all right. Okay, James, agree or disagree? More Facebook friends you have, the bigger jerk you are.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's because I guess I'm in the wrong generation, and this study was done for like college age people, I believe. I mean, I really don't have any basis of saying, yeah, that's true or not. For me personally, I don't see that.
Are you on Facebook?
Of course.
How many friends do you have?
Tons.
Do you have a number?
Maybe even in the double digits.
Can you give
Almost.
Can you give me a number? Can you give me a number? We're not asking about fat friends, James. We're not asking for weight. We're just talking for number.
I don't know. I haven't counted them.
You have a rough estimate.
Okay, rough estimate. Okay, more than 20.
Okay. Oh, yeah. See, he's trying to dodge. What's the upper limit?
Less than 50.
Okay. Teresa, you agree or disagree with the premise?
I can, off the top of my head, I can think of quite a few people I know on Facebook who are very narcissistic jerks, and they do actually have a ton of friends, and they're very active on Facebook. So, There might be they're either party animals or kind of like narcissistic jerks, like you're saying.
How many friends do you have on Facebook?
A little over 400.
Whoa.
I have a lot of friends. People like me, guys.
Are we a little narcissist? People like you. Really?
Do you make it up with self-love?
No, you're right. There we go. Right, that's a perfect example. People like me. That's why I have over 400 friends on Facebook. But there's people who have
At
like
least
over
you think
1,000.
they like you anyway.
I think they like me. Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't.
Jenna,
No one's gonna refute me on that.
your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I've gotten friend requests from people that I haven't seen in high school, and I like barely knew them in high school. And they'll have a picture like they're a real estate agent or something, and you're like, are you just trying to friend me so that you can have a bigger friend number, or so that you can do like advertising for your business, and yeah, it feels that way. I mean, some people will be like, okay, sure, I'll be your friend. If you don't remember actually ever talking to them, you're like, oh yeah, we passed each other in the halls. I'm like, no, I'm not going to friend you back.
All right, so how many friends do you have on Facebook?
100-ish, 200-ish, I don't know.
Okay, and how often do you update your feed?
I used to go on there a lot, and then I don't know, I spent too much time, so I just kind of check in every like once a week or something.
Okay.
And how often do you update your feed?
Well, we'll get to that, but hey, Mel, agree or disagree?
Well, I was agreeing up until a few minutes ago, and then Jenna and Teresa. I mean, I've only got 75 Facebook friends, and I'm an attorney. I'm supposed to be high on the narcissistic jerk scale.
You got to
And
get
these
on
guys,
friending. You got to start
These
friending
guys
people.
have like between them, they've got almost 500 Facebook friends.
Got a small town.
I mean, really, this is just. I'm appalled. I really am. I'm not doing my job well enough.
Okay. Now, to answer your question, I have more than 450 Facebook friends, but I think about 350 of them are for Mafia Wars.
I was gonna say, yeah.
That answers both questions for you, is how often I'm on there, right?
Well, and there's an interesting study they were talking about on NPR the other day, where they said that people that have low self-esteem, being on a Facebook, can actually hurt their self-esteem because they'll say, they'll talk about, oh, I had a terrible job interview.
Yeah, they use. I was the only person in the study, though. Sadly, so it's really not
And people don't like the negative posts, and so it actually hurts their friend base.
Oh well. All right, we're at the end of the segment.
Nobody
Hey,
likes a whiner.
what is the secret to seducing pretty girls? Jenna Christ will tell us what she learned as a counselor at a high school cheerleading camp after the next break. Oh, welcome back. Issue number 3. Is it a bite out of crime if out of a criminal they dine? Serbian gangsters beat fellow gang member Milan Jurisic to death with a hammer, skinned and boned him with a sharp knife, then put him through a meat grinder at a flat in Madrid. They made a macabre face mask from his skin, cooked his flesh, and ate him for lunch, or as I would say, Friday night in East Palo Alto. They then threw his bones in the river Manzanares. Jurisic's fellow gang members believed he had stolen money from them, so as you can see, their actions are totally justified. For further comment, we turn to the head of the Rebel Alliance fleet, Admiral Akbar of the Mon Calamari. Admiral Akbar, your thoughts? Hang in there, Mon. Hang in there, Admiral Akbar. Don't let the Imperials at Guantanamo Bay waterboard you into giving up the location of the rebel base. All right, so let's see. Who am I going to start with here? I'll start.
Wouldn't they airboard because he lives in water, so he'd like that. So they'd have to airboard him.
That's soy sauce. It's kind of
soy boarding.
Soy boarding.
That's a live octopus.
So Jenna, since you piped up, I'll ask you. Let's see here.
Okay.
Is this? What do you think he tasted like?
I hear that people taste like pork.
Oh, I've heard chicken.
Chicken. That's what I hear.
Long pork.
How do you think they prepared him?
Very carefully. Very sadistically. They're crazy men.
Garlic?
They eat their co-workers. Well, co-thieves.
Eat your young, right?
But his girlfriend must be very happy because he's a better cook.
There you go. Obviously. Well, would he really be a good cook?
Yeah,
I mean,
you have a point there. He made stew instead of goulash. I would have gone the goulash route. But
Oh, so you're channeling your Iron Chef here, right there, James?
Or goulash,
Have you ever thought like?
Ghoulish goulash.
Have you ever thought like they have like an extreme version of Iron Chef where they have controversial ingredients like say people? It's like your secret ingredient is people. Or whatever.
Eyeballs.
They're eyeballs. So, all right. What do you think,
That's a good.
Might run into legal problems.
So,
that.
Teresa, you think he tasted like chicken?
I've heard people taste like chicken. Yeah, but
What-
depends on what their diet.
What wine do you think they would pair him up with? White or red?
A nice Chianti.
Yeah.
With fava
There you
Fava
go.
bean.
Olive beans,
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking like a nice mellow red,
Really?
like a Cab or something. Yeah.
You think you have? Okay. All right. Now let's see here. Then, what do you think they have for dessert? What dessert goes well with people?
Cheesecake.
Yeah, why not? Right?
Is that what you're thinking?
That's what I was thinking.
I was just thinking. I was like,
Or you're more of a beefcake kind of guy?
No,
how about
hardly.
creme brulee?
Creme brulee.
Creme
Oh, I like
brulee.
that. I like that. No.
Oh no.
All right, Mel. Now, since you're a lawyer, these guys did get caught,
Yeah.
and they are in prison. You think they'll complain about the prison food?
Well, that depends. I mean, one of the things that I was thinking is, did they have to have pink slime to the person? I mean, as an additive?
Oh, I don't know. It might have helped with the taste.
That might have helped with the taste. Yeah.
Well, it's filler.
I understand that.
But that's like,
I understand that.
I assume it's a normal sized dude, so he's like a couple 100 pounds. I mean, there's not, you
Yeah,
don't
but,
need
you
to
know-
fill the meat.
Oh no, you stick them in a freezer though. I mean, that's very often where they end up anyway.
Hey, James, do you think they ate the guts?
Seriously, really?
James, do you think they ate the guts? Or do you think
Are
they
you
just...
compiling a book on this?
Well, you know what they say: no guts, no glory.
There you go.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
do you think they ate the guts or just the muscles?
Highway to the Thunder Zone.
Well, they could have saved the guts for sausage.
Oh, okay. That's right, because you have
you
to
go.
use the
Well-
intestinal lining for the casings for the sausage, right?
Exactly.
Just remember, Soylent Green is people.
That's right. All right. Well, has this story left an unpleasant taste in your mouth?
Ah,
Are you guys
Yes.
sick of it? Or
No.
sick of it already?
No, I think we should get another one.
There you
Frankly,
go. Oh,
I,
you're going back for
Duh,
seconds.
I'm going
right?
back
You're
for seconds,
back
that's
for
right.
seconds. Is that right, Mel? All right. So, what do you think the other gang members are thinking when they heard this, Mel?
Why didn't they share?
yeah, I mean that exactly.
I'm never
you know?
having spam again.
Let's have can this stuff. This is great.
They're like, wow, how do I get out of this gang alive and not eaten?
No, I'm thinking next gang meeting we call out for pizza.
Well, we could use people as a topping though, right?
I don't know.
Probably.
I mean, you've got
little slices.
sausage or hamburger meat as toppings. Why can't you have people meat as toppings?
I don't
Well,
know.
you know what? Sometimes
All right.
less is more.
So, sadly, this meal is ended. All right. Ale
bad.
Cuisine. Issue number 4. Can you be legally dead if it's illegal to die? The mayor of the Italian city Falaciano del Masico, which is 50 kilometers north of Naples, which I think in miles is like 20 feet, has banned residents from dying. The city is short of cemetery space after a dispute with a neighboring town over a shared cemetery. Mayor Giulio Cesare Fava, I think I've totally mispronounced that, claims that the, quote, the ordinance has brought happiness, unquote, but lamented that, quote, 2 elderly citizens disobeyed, unquote. So, what happens to those near death? I imagine it to be something like this.
That's a Serbia, isn't it?
Well, the rest of them was eaten. So
That's the face mask.
The death mask.
Shrunken head. That's really creepy.
Are they singing barbershop or what?
I just figured that was like a Terminator kind of experiment or something.
Are they singing Doritos?
Freedom.
Oh, freedom.
So, that's actually the panel for the next show.
Oh.
But except they just kept saying
They're a little more lively.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, the only drawback is the only thing you can say is freedom, freedom, freedom.
We never sing.
And no, you guys never
There's
say
that.
There's that. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see who
Freedom.
wants to go first. James, I'll let you go first. How do you think they enforce this law?
How they enforce the law? Well, yeah, I'd like to see what happens if you break the law. First of
Yeah.
all. Secondly, you're off the top of my head. I think they might have a harder time passing this in Chicago.
All right.
But
Don't the
They-
dead vote there?
Yeah, they can vote, so
well,
there's no need to
right,
pass
so,
it.
no, they have to ban dying, so no more voting.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
they'll vote anyway. Mel, I should have gone to Mel since he's the lawyer. How do you think they enforce this law?
Well, first of all, I don't even know whether this is a necessary law. What do they not have cremation there or something? I mean, do they have to bury them
Obviously, you're not a
every place?
religious man.
No, I'm not. What is it? Is it against the Catholic thing?
For some religions, you do not want you want to be buried rather than burned, because then your body, then when the second coming occurs, you get raised from your grave as opposed to raised from your
I see. Okay. Well, in that case,
If the deity can raise you from the dead
you would
as
think.
one, you'd think they could do it as another.
Yeah, but
Do we really need to
Ashes
hear?
to ashes,
do we really need to
dust to
hear
dust.
sacrilege on a show
I
like
always,
this?
I always
Right.
Because
thought
the show is so
ashes
pure.
to ashes meant exactly that.
Yeah, let's get back
you
to
know.
talking about
but-
cannibals.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, there you go. They can freeze the corpses.
That's
and,
right.
like, serve them up.
All right, so let's see here. Okay, I think we all think the law is a bad idea. Am I making an assumption here?
No, I think
No,
it's a great
I-
idea.
It's
I'm
a
all
good
in favor of
idea.
not
Okay,
dying. You know?
You can't really stop people from dying.
Yeah, there you go.
They're gonna do it.
What's the penalty?
Well, that's the thing. You're the lawyer. You tell me.
Ah, okay.
Maybe they zombie fight you.
Well, I mean,
Would there
like
be a
Weekend
different
at
law for
Bernie's or
attempted
something.
dying?
yeah, I think there would be. You know,
Yeah. So, Teresa, do you think this is a pretext for the zombie apocalypse?
I guess this guy's trying to make sure he has enough people to fight them all, I guess. Yeah, or like, I'm wondering though, if they died, would they try and bring them back to life, that kind of thing? In which case, yeah, he'd be raising a zombie army, we should all look out.
We should all look
But
out for
we've gotten a good warning though, so.
Or we can eat them after they've died, right?
well, I mean, you know, or you could charge the estate $695 or like what the Obamacare plans to do.
Oh, mandatory burial
Yeah,
insurance.
yeah,
I think
exactly.
didn't they argue that in front of the Supreme
Yeah,
Court? Or
yeah,
one of the
I-
justices
you know,
brought that up, right?
That's right.
But what would conspiracy to dying be like?
People huddled in
Conspiracy to die.
houses.
No, you
die.
have to ask Dr. Kevorkian about that.
Yeah.
Conspiracy to die.
Maybe they just need to
Well,
be
he's
more
already
clever
dead,
about
so
their
maybe-
land
maybe-
use.
Oh, he is.
He has more
I mean,
empirical evidence.
someone's taking up the grave, so maybe you just need to do a little stacking.
Stacking
They
your.
tried that, didn't they?
Obviously,
Yeah.
you're not old enough to be contemplating this, right? Because
Maybe they need to build mausoleum things, and then they could put them in there.
like a crypt.
Yeah,
Oh.
those things.
Well, that's a lot of digging here. I don't know if they can do that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if you stack them, once the resurrection comes, the guy on the bottom's going to have a hard time pushing his way up.
Maybe they need like
Hopefully, yes.
graveyard condos.
Hopefully they'll have a ladder,
They build up.
kind of like our housing in California, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And since
It's like
they're
those Japanese hotels
Since
where
they're-
it's really small.
okay. And since they're stiff, they'll stack up real. Okay, we're at the end of the segment. So, how many whacks of a club does it take to kill a baby harp seal? Not enough, according to Mel Patterson, as he talks about his summer with the Inuit Eskimos. After our next break. Okay, we're back from the break. Oh, by the way, with regards to the Facebook thing, for all you people who would like to follow us online, look below here, and this is going to be our contact via Facebook, via Twitter, and email. So feel free to contact us. Oh, and now to our final segment, the fact-checking segment, where we figure out where we went wrong prior to the show from our fact-checker, the light of my life, Isis Love in the KMBT newsroom. Hey, babe, how did we do today?
Not bad, not bad. Not too many comments here. Not too many facts to check. For James, I wanted to let you know that I've got 162 friends, and I'm a sheep. And my baby's got an even 400.
Wow.
I chew my feed when I'm not updating it.
Keep pulling the wool over
And
my
Mel,
eyes.
I'll friend you anytime.
Thank you. I so appreciate that.
So the baby might not be mine.
We've already established you can't cook.
Oh, well, that's true.
Your skills lay in other areas.
That's right.
Compensate.
With your rod and your staff to comfort your flock, right?
Oh,
Hopefully they're not dead. How else we doing, babe?
Well, according to the internets, people, contrary to belief, don't taste like pork, chicken, or Spam. They have the taste and texture of beef, but sweeter of taste and softer in texture.
It's
I'm
what's
a
for
sheep.
dinner.
You can eat me anytime.
Oh.
Oh, baby, don't throw yourself out like that, man. Stay pure. Stay pure.
Beef, huh?
You
It's
don't
what's
need to
for dinner.
cheapen yourself, baby. Hence the
Sounds
term
like
hot beef
veal,
injection.
actually.
And finally, Jenna, the problem with the city in Italy is that the mausoleums are in fact full. So I think we should just ship the Serbian gangsters over there as punishment. They can eat all the sweetmeats they want and save land use. Win-win.
Well,
I like
pretty
that.
smart.
That's a great idea.
Oh.
You know, and then they'll get fat, and then we can find some story about fat cannibals on other next future shows, right?
Win-win-win, Jimmy.
I like the way you think.
This was the Italian attempt at population control.
You know, I don't know. More like maybe pronatal rather than antinatal. Don't you
okay.
think? Because you know their population is actually, babe, the Italian population is declining, right?
You want me to fact check that now?
Never mind. So it may be that their population is declining, and this is to keep it from declining even further.
Well, I mean, if their mausoleums are overflowing at this point, they've got a serious population problem, or a shortage of mausoleums. In which case,
The morticians are doing a killer business.
that's right.
Well, I think it's kind of an old country. I think people die over time and start to fill up. Yeah.
Okay, babe, what else you got?
That's it, sweetie.
Oh man, you gave me 2 whole minutes to fill with the discard pile. Okay.
I'm
Oh,
so
no.
sorry.
Here
All
we
right.
go.
Let's go to the discard pile, and hopefully we'll have enough. These are stories that we considered using on the show, but didn't because we picked other ones. So, let's see here. Let's go to the top of the list here. What do I have here? Fatty diet may cause brain cells to sprout. Hey Mel, is this why you're such a smart guy?
What?
So if you,
Obviously, I've had a big fatty diet, so
Don't let it go to your head.
that's right.
Teresa, what do you think?
I think that's great. I mean, that gives me full license to eat all the donuts I want.
Okay.
Stay away from them.
All right.
I'm going back. to the
James?
show.
Working on my brain power right now.
All right. Is it working?
No, not yet. I think I need to eat more fatty stuff.
Jenna?
more cookies.
All right. Got a minute to go. Babe, any comments on that one? You don't need
I'm
a lot
sorry,
of fat
what?
in your diet, right? Fatty diet makes your brain grow.
I think that explains why I'm smarter than you.
Ooh.
Wait a minute, you're vegetarian. You eat grass. You're nothing but grass. There's no fat in grass.
She might be a cannibal sheep.
She might be cannibal sheep. That's right. Okay.
There you go.
All right, next
You'd
one.
be surprised the things I eat.
Oh.
Next one. Hugging ban at middle school in New Jersey. So we got 30 seconds. Any comments? Hugging ban. Good idea or bad idea? Throw it to the table.
Good idea.
Bad idea.
Stupid.
Hug it up.
All right. I think that'll be it for the show. So, anyways, babe, thank you very much. Give me a couple more minutes next time, okay? Anyways,
I'll talk slower.
there you go. Take care. Bye.